Hello everyone, it's me, it's Mark, and I'm here with you for another live stream class. Before I start, I need to know if you can see me. I need to know if you can hear me. If you can see me, if you can hear me, please say yes in the chat so I know everything is A-okay. Helga says yes. Thank you, Helga. Carlos, howdy, howdy. Carlos says yes. Carlos, Happy New Year. Okay, Kadeen says yes. Thank you, Kadeen. All right, thank you, Carlos. Same to you. All right, well, you can see me, you can hear me, so everything is A-okay. And as you know, we always start our class with a toast. Actually, we're having two toasts, so whatever you're drinking, pick it up. I have hot coffee. Our first toast is for the green team. You see them, their names are in green. Carlos is representing the green team, the members who support me, who support the channel. So let's give Carlos and the green team, the members, a big thank you. Here we go. Cheers, bump, cheers, bump. And because we had a toast, we have to have a drink, bottoms up. Our second toast, it is for you, because without you, there's no reason for me to be here. So let's toast to you. Let's toast to a fun, interesting, informative, and productive lesson today. Cheers, bump, cheers, bump. And because we had a toast, we have to have a drink, bottoms up. Okay, good, good. Well, let's talk about today's lesson plan. And here it is. We are doing two worksheets. Our first worksheet is comparing idioms. So we look at, we will look at two idioms, under the weather and feel off. We will practice these with the worksheet. You will make your own sentences. Then our second worksheet is comparing grammar pairs. We're looking at make versus do. Make versus do. We have 2 pages of worksheets and we have a video dictation. So that's, that's what we're doing today. So I hope you are ready to practice with me and in the chat. By participating in the chat, you're helping yourself and you're helping others at the same time. So please help yourself by practicing and helping others, because they will see your example sentences. And to be in the chat, you must subscribe to my channel. I do that to keep the bots out, to keep the spamming out, so we have a safe and fun place to practice our English together. So subscribe to my channel, get in the chat, help yourself, help others at the same time. All right? Good. All right. So our first activity, comparing idioms. Comparing idioms. Number 1. Okay, and our 2 idioms are under the weather and feel off. Do you know what these mean? Under the weather and feel off. If you know what they mean, go ahead and tell us tell us in the chat. We have 2 idioms we will compare today. Under the weather and feel off. Oh, good, Carlos. Okay, Helga, I wouldn't say drunk in a spot. No, mostly we use it as sick. Yeah, so feeling sick. To feel sick, under the weather. To feel sick and or not well. Okay, so to feel sick or not well. How about feel off? Feel off. Do you know what that means? Okay, well, I'll write it on the board here. So, so for example, like not to feel quite right, not comfortable. Feel off, not feel quite right, not to feel quite right, right? So you're not sick. You just maybe you're making mistakes. You're a little off. Maybe you're a little slow, like thinking wise. You know, maybe you're thinking of other things. You're not concentrating, so you're not quite right. You're not your normal self. You're a little off today, maybe because of something you ate. You didn't sleep so well. I don't know, whatever. Maybe you're under stress. So you're not quite the way you usually are. So not quite right. To feel not quite right. Okay, to feel not quite right. So maybe we've all felt that before, like, you're not your normal, you're not your normal self. You're making mistakes, right? What's happening? I'm not quite right. You know, I'm feeling off today. I'm not at the top of my game today. Okay, so here are the two idioms we will practice: under the weather, feel off, and we will see a worksheet. Okay, and we'll practice these two with a worksheet, and it's going to appear right here. Oh, and on my Patreon, you can find all the worksheets on my Patreon. Support me there so I can support you here. Get all the worksheets on my Patreon there. Okay, here we go. There's our first worksheet. And let's make it larger here. Okay, so under the weather, right? So that means to feel sick or not well. Example, I'm feeling under the weather, so I stayed home today. And then feel off, meaning to feel not quite right physically or mentally. And example, I feel a bit off today, but I can still work, right? So you're not sick, you're just not your normal self. And that could be mental or physical. Maybe you hurt yourself, right? You hurt yourself, and so you're not walking, you're walking with a little limp because you twisted your knee, or you hit it playing a sport or something. You did something where you hurt yourself a little bit, so you're physically a little off, or mentally you're a little off. Okay, let's practice now. So let's talk about it in the chat first. When do you usually feel under the weather? When do you usually feel under the weather? So like, for example, when do you usually feel under the weather? So is that like when you have, I don't know, you have a stomach ache, maybe, you know, when do you not go to work? Maybe you have a fever. So when do you usually feel under the weather? 2, what makes you feel off during the day? So maybe, you know, you didn't have your coffee break, or you didn't have a good lunch, or maybe you skipped lunch. And so you need food to think clearly, right? And when you can't eat, when you're too busy to eat, maybe after that you feel a little off. And then number 3, which idiom sounds more serious to you? Which one sounds more serious to you? Under the weather or feel off? So I'll put a timer on, let's go 3 minutes. Okay, I'll put a timer on the clock for 3 minutes. Let's chat about these 3 questions. Okay, start. When do you usually feel under the weather? When you have a cough? When you're maybe, like Helga said, a little hungover? You had too much to drink the night before? Or, you know, you have a cold? And 2, what makes you feel off during the day? What's a cause, perhaps, when you're not at your best? And then 3, which one is more serious, do you think? To be under the weather or to be off? Oh, Helga says, feeling under the weather is my usual state. Oh. Henna, hello, Henna. Oh, Helga, I want you to feel your best every day. Okay, a couple more minutes to let us know how you feel about these idioms here. Okay, Helga has another sentence. Sleeping bad makes me feel off during the day. Yep, for sure. Sleep is very important. If you don't get a good sleep, you'll be a little off the next day for sure. Good sentence, Helga. Carlos, I usually feel under the weather in fall season. Allergies, yeah. I get allergies too, Carlos. I get mine in the spring. I get my allergies like March, April. Oh, Henna, the idioms are under the weather and feel off. Under the weather, that means to feel sick or not well. And to feel off is to feel not quite right, physically or mentally. So like Helga said, when she doesn't get a good night's sleep, she feels a little off the next day. And so when you're not quite right, maybe you didn't get enough sleep, maybe you skipped lunch or you skipped breakfast, you didn't have a good breakfast, so you're feeling a little off. Okay, that's the clock, the timer. Yeah, Carlos, here in the spring we have lots of pollen. Okay, let's go to our sentences now. So fill in the idiom. So remember we have our 2 idioms, under the weather and feel off. And which idiom are you going to use in this sentence? So in the chat, please write the idiom in the chat. So number 1, number 1, I'm staying home because I feel, and then what's the idiom? 2, she felt all morning and couldn't focus. What's the idiom? He sounds, so he didn't go to work. What's the idiom? I don't feel sick, but I feel. What's the idiom? Okay, we're almost done here. Oh, Carlos, yeah, Carlos felt a little off because, well, during Christmas, Carlos felt a little off because his parents live in another country. I know that feeling. Okay, so let's look at number 1. I'm staying home because I feel, yes, under the weather. Good, good. Number 2, she felt off all morning and couldn't focus, right? So she wasn't quite right. She couldn't focus mentally. She was thinking about different things perhaps, so she couldn't focus. Maybe she had some stress, so she felt off all morning. Number 3, he sounds under the weather, so he didn't go to work, right? So you can sound under the weather, right? So, you know, if you have a sore throat, or, you know, your nose is stuffed up, right? So you sound sick, right? And number 4, I don't feel sick, but I feel off, right? So I'm not sick, but I'm not, you know, 100%. I'm not my usual self. I'm off today. Okay, good. Nicely done. Okay, now, of course, we're going to make sentences using these idioms. And let's focus on the differences here a little bit. I'm going to make it a little smaller here so we get the whole thing in. Yeah, so our 2 idioms are under the weather and feel off. And we're going to make our own sentences. So the meaning for under the weather is feeling sick or unwell. And the tone, the when you're saying it, right? So tone, right, is how you use it verbally, how you express it, right? When you tell people how you feel, right? So a lot of times you might feel under the weather but not say anything. Or you might feel off and you won't say anything, right? So there's no tone there. You're just keeping it to yourself. But if you're talking about it to your coworkers or friends or family, so how you say it, that's the tone, how you say it. And so here, how people usually use it is casual, right? You know, like, oh, I have a fever. That's, you know, serious. That's, a doctor will say, you have a fever. Or, but here, under the weather, it's more casual. You go to work and your coworker says, hey, you don't look so good. Yeah, I feel a little under the weather, right? So it's more casual, how you express when you express this, right? So it's a little more casual when you express it, when you say you feel under the weather. And then feel off, meaning not feeling quite right. So you're not your usual self. And tone is mild, flexible. So, you know, you can, flexible means you could kind of laugh it off, or you could be a little serious about it, right? So, oh, what's happening? I feel off. I don't understand why I feel this way. I don't understand why I said that. What's going on here? What's wrong with me? So that's, you know, that's kind of a you know, humorous way to say it. So, or you could be a little puzzled, like, I feel off. I feel off today. Or you could be apologetic at work. Oh, I'm so sorry, I made that mistake. I feel off today, right? So how you express it, it depends on the situation, right? So if you make a mistake, you're apologetic. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm off today. I made that mistake. I shouldn't have. Or a puzzled way, like, what's happening with me? I'm off today. Or, yeah. So it's more flexible how you express when you feel off. Okay, so those are the meanings, and now we want you to make sentences using under the weather and feel off, right? So that's, you know the meaning, you know how to use it when you can make sentences. For sure, yeah. So the weather, so that's interesting what Helga said about the weather, right? So there is some literal meaning to this, right? Under the weather. So the weather is very impactful for people, right? We have a connection with the weather, of course, right? Because it's all around us. When it's sunny and warm, we feel happy. When it's cold and cloudy, maybe we feel a little down. And so there's definitely a correlation with weather and the use of this meaning, right? Feeling sick. And so the weather is very important to us. It is to me, right? I'm definitely affected by the weather. Like for example, on Wednesdays, I take the train and I have to walk from my house to the train station. And if it's raining, it's not good for me. Like walking in the rain, I don't like it. My shoes get wet and so forth. So definitely, I'm always looking at my app. Okay, is it gonna not rain on Wednesday? So I don't care, it could rain any day, but I don't want it to rain on Wednesdays, right? And so for me, weather is very, it has a big connection with my life, and I'm sure it does with you too. So there is definitely, there's a reason for this expression. Thank you, Helga, for bringing that up. Okay, Hannah has a sentence here. I'm feeling a little under the weather today because I had to study or I'm feeling a little off. I'm not sure. Oh, okay, maybe off. Okay, you need another F there. Okay, Hannah, I'm feeling a little off today because I had to study the whole night yesterday. That's why I can't go out because I feel a bit under the weather today. Very good, Hannah. Okay, Helga's sentence. If you are under the weather, take medicine. Kadeen, she felt off. She felt off all morning and later realized she was under the weather. Very good, I like it, Kadeen, combining those two idioms in one sentence. Well done. Haha, Helga. A cat pretends to feel off without its favorite snacks. Very good. Okay, let's go 2 more minutes for sentences. Two more minutes, and then we'll go to our next activity. Okay, about 1 more minute to write your sentences. Then we'll go to our next activity, that is comparing grammar pairs. So we'll compare next make versus do. Today, for the idioms, we're comparing under the weather and feel off. After this, we will go to comparing make versus do. Okay, Carlos, what happened? We need happened. Okay, Carlos, what happened with your coworker? He feels off today. He has some problems at his house, but he is okay. He can finish his job. Good, good, Carlos. We just want to change happened past tense, right? Hannah, she looks a little off today. I wonder why. Good. Good sentences, everyone. Okay, we have about 10 more seconds here. Oh, Helga, I'm going to the dentist today, but I feel a little off. Okay, there is the the timer. Okay, good job. And like I said, you can go to my Patreon to get the worksheets. Yeah, good, Carlos. So what happened with your coworker? And I think, like when you're under the weather, you're sick, right? And that's definitely symptoms, right? Runny nose, cough, fever. But feeling off, there's not really those kind of symptoms. It's just your mental state usually, right? Maybe you didn't get enough sleep. Maybe you didn't eat right. Maybe you have some stress, and also physically, right? Maybe you hurt your leg, or maybe you slept wrong, right? We say, your neck is stiff, and so like, you're not feeling so great. You're a little off because you have a stiff neck. And so, so I think this could happen to us anytime, right? Anytime you might be a little off because you're not doing your normal routine. So good job. I like it. I like it. Okay, great. Thank you, Hannah. Okay, our next activity is comparing grammar pairs. So now we're going to look at a grammar pair. That was an idiom pair, or compared two idioms. Now we're going to compare two grammar items. And we are looking at make. And we're going to think of make in a pattern. And then we're going to look at do in a pattern. Okay, so this is how we're going to compare these two. Make plus object, so a thing, like make a cake, right? Make a cake, and so it's a noun, it's an object. And then activity and action, right? Do your homework, right? And so that's an activity. You're doing your homework, right? And so we're going to look at make and do, and we have 2 pages of worksheets. And we're going to do some do. And we're going to do, we're not going to make, we're going to do. Already made it, but now we'll do it, right? After I made it, then we'll do it. We're going to do some dictation. And it's a video. Okay, there we go. Let's look at the worksheets. I made the worksheets. And then we'll do, so I made them, and now we'll do them. Here we go. Okay. There we go. Make. We use make when we create, build, or produce something. Like, for example, Carlos, he makes cabinets. Carlos is a woodworker, so he makes cabinets. Pattern, make plus object. Example, she made dinner. Dinner is the object, that's the thing. And then do, we use do for activities, tasks, work, routines, right? Pattern, do plus activity or task. Example, he did his homework, right? That activity, that task, he had to complete it. Okay, so yeah, so Helga has a question. Okay, why do we say do homework and then make a call? So make a call, that's more of an idiom. So I would say make a call is an idiom. So, yeah, so this is the tricky thing. So even in this worksheet, they're going to be kind of like, it's a gray zone, you know, idiom versus literal, right? So we have an idiom, that's an expression. That's an idiom is words that separately are different, but together they have one meaning, right? So we have under, right? And so it's not literally you're not under weather, you are feeling sick, right? So it's an expression. So an idiom is a group of words that together form a unique meaning, all right? So, but literally, like you could look at individual words and, you know, how you put together a sentence, subject, verb, noun, right? And so that makes a complete sentence. And so that's grammar based. And this is expression based, grammar based, expression based. And so sometimes they blend together, right? So we have make, but then we use it in a pattern, but it also is used in an idiom. So English is very tricky. That's why it takes a long time to learn, and it's a slow process. And that's why practicing and actually making sentences helps you understand that. And yeah, so that's all I can say about that. That's all I can say about that. Okay, so make a call, that is an expression. That is an idiom. Okay, here we go to the worksheet here. Okay, so now we're going to complete these sentences. So we're going to use do and might, make and do, to complete the sentence. So we have 5 here. So let's see. I'm going to turn off my mic, and then after you finish, then we will say the sentences together. Julia's here. Hello, Julia. Okay, let's go over the 5 sentences. Here we go. I need to do my homework tonight. Do. 2, she will make a cake for the party. Make. 3, he always does his best at work. Does. Do, because of he, it's does. He does. 4, let's make a plan first. Make a plan. And then 5, did you do the dishes? Do the dishes. All right, so there we go. That's right, Carlos. It's confusing for sure. So a lot of these are, you just have to remember the expression. So a lot of these are just, they go together, and it's really hard for me to explain. Most of it comes in this pattern, right? Object and activity. But sometimes it's kind of hard to to figure out, is it an object, or is it an activity, or is it an idiom? So let me try to explain this. So of course, do homework, that's activity, right? Homework is an activity. It's a process, right? And then 2, she will make a cake, and so that's a little more clear, right? Make a cake. A cake is an object, so we make a cake. Make a building, right? Make cabinets, right? Carlos, you make cabinets. That's a thing. That's an object, so that's clear. Now, he always does his best at work. Now, so that is, we consider that kind of like an activity, right? It's a thing, right? Well, no, it's not a thing. It's an action, right? So you're doing your best. You are performing. You are doing things to your best ability, right? So we're looking at that as an action. He always does his best. And then more information at work, right? He always does his best at school. He always does his best on the soccer field. He always does his best on the baseball diamond, right? So do your best. That's an activity you are trying to accomplish. And then make a plan. So a plan is a thing, right? So we have a plan. So that means it's an object. Let's make a plan. And then did you do the dishes? So do the dishes. So that means that's kind of an expression, right? So that is washing the dishes. So we have the expression do the dishes. So that's kind of like an idiom there, even though dishes is an object, right? So you can make like a company. There's companies that make dishes, right? That's their company performance, right? That's what they do. They make dishes. But here we're using it as an expression, do the dishes. So like do homework, do the dishes. So you are washing the dishes. So it's an activity. So I understand, it's kind of like do your best. You can't really touch it. You can't see it. It's an idea, right? Do your best. So that's a little difficult, but just think of like to do your best. That means you're concentrating. You are not daydreaming. You're focused to do your best, right? So it's an activity. And then do the dishes, right? You're washing, and it's an activity. So do the laundry, right? So those are kind of like in between, right? But it's following this pattern, right? Make plus object, do plus activity. So the more we practice, the more we do it, then it's going to become more natural for you, right? So basically, why it's difficult for you to understand is you're not using it enough, right? So the more we practice, the more you're making sentences, then the more you will understand the differences between make and do. So it's just the more you practice, the better, the more you'll understand when to use make, when to use do, right? So that's what we're doing here. We're trying to do as much practice as possible. Okay, so let's continue here. So one more time, I need to do my homework tonight. Number 2, she will make a cake for she will make a cake for the party. 3, he always does his best at work. Let's make a plan first. 5, did you do the dishes? Okay, now we're going to correct the mistakes, or find the correct sentence. Sorry, we're not going to correct the mistake. We're going to find the correct sentence. Is it A or B? So 1A or 1B, which one is correct? 2A or 2B, which one is correct? 3A or 3B, which one is correct? Okay. Okay, let's look at these three sentences. Let's find the right one. So 1A, she did a mistake. 1B, she made a mistake. So it's B, made a mistake, right? So mistake is a thing, right? It's the thing, right? It's not correct. It's a mistake. So she made a mistake. Number 2A, I did my homework already. 2B, I made my homework already. So it's 2A, I did my homework already, right? So it's an activity, right? So it's that person completed their homework. It's done. I did my homework already. And then 3A, please do a decision quickly. 3B, please make a decision quickly. So it is 3B, make a decision. So again, it's a little difficult. A decision is a thing. you decided, okay, I'm going to do this, not that. You made a decision. So it's not easy. I know it's not easy, but we always say, make a decision. Hurry up, make a decision. Okay, let's go to page number 2. Let's go to our second worksheet. And of course, like I always say, on my Patreon, you will find all these worksheets. Support me there so I can support you here. Okay, let's go to page 2. More practice. Now you're going to correct the mistake. So what's wrong with the sentence, and fix the sentence. Fix the sentence. Rewrite the sentence in the chat. Fix it and rewrite it. We're using make and do. Fix the sentence. Rewrite the sentence in the chat. Okay, let's look at this. Hey, Katie. Hello, Katie. How are you today? Okay, good. Okay, let's look at the sentences. You guys did great. Number one, I made a phone call to my boss, right? I made a phone call to my boss. So make a phone call. Number two, she made, no, that's wrong. She did her homework late at night. She did her homework late at night. And then three, he made a cake for his daughter. Now, I noticed that Carlos made a mistake, and it's a very common mistake. And so it's easy to maybe forget or get a little confused. So I just want to real quick, let's look at why when we use for example, what is it? Make a cake, right? So make, made, making. Okay, so if it's make, if it's a simple, then we need a time phrase. We need a time phrase. So for example, he makes a cake he makes a cake every birthday. Okay, for example. Okay, so we have a time here, right? On the birthday once a year, he makes a cake every birthday. Okay, and so we have a time, we have a repetition, right? We have a repetition, so he makes a cake. And then if we don't have, like for example, this sentence, he made a cake for his daughter. So we have no time, and so we're assuming that it's been completed. It's already been done. So he made a cake for his daughter, right? So it's already been completed, right? So we assume, because there's no time, right? So he made a cake for his daughter. And then if he's in the process, right, he's making a cake. And so here we have is. He is making a cake, right? So it's in the process. He's doing it now. So we have is. He is making a cake. Here there's no time, right? So we assume it is done. So we put in the past tense. He made a cake for his daughter. And if it's a repeated action, happens every year, for example, he makes a cake every birthday. Okay? And so it's a repeated action. So we have the S for, or we have the simple, right? So if it's I, then it's I make a cake. Right? But he, so he makes, she makes a cake every birthday. And then here it wouldn't change. The subject doesn't matter. He made a cake, I made a cake, but here would be for my daughter, right? And then here for the ing, the progress, then it's, we need the be verb. So he is, if it's I am, right? They are. Right, so it just depends on the time, right? If it's a repeated action, if it's always happening, we use the simple. I make a cake every birthday, he makes a cake every birthday. If there's no time, then we assume it is completed, so we put it in the past tense. He made a cake for his daughter, right? There's no other information. And then if it's in progress, if it's happening now, then we need the be verb and the ing. He is making a cake. I am making a cake. They are making a cake. So it's easy to make that mistake, Carlos, because, yeah, so you just have to think of what is happening in the sentence. What is happening? So you have to look at the whole sentence and maybe think about it a little bit. You know, is it repeated action, right? Is there a time phrase, right? He makes a cake. He makes a cake every Tuesday. He makes a cake once a year. He makes a cake on the 4th of July. Is there a time? And so if there's a time, then we put it in the simple. If there's nothing to tell us when it happened, then we assume it already happened, so we put it in the past tense. He made a cake for his daughter. And then if it's happening now, we put an ing, and then we put in the be verb. He is making a cake. I am making a cake. They are making a cake. So it's happening now. Okay, good, Carlos. And again, you know, like, mistakes are great, right? Because it gives us, when there's a mistake happens, then we can talk about it. And so we learn from mistakes, right? So I always say, you know, don't be shy, you know, do your best. And when you make a mistake, we can learn from that. And then by talking about it, when you make a mistake, and then we see the mistake and we talk about the mistake and we understand the mistake, then it's a good chance we will remember and we won't do that mistake again. So it's easy to forget, it's difficult to remember. And so it's good to talk about mistakes, to learn from mistakes, to notice from mistakes. Oh, I see that. Yeah, I made that mistake. So you think about it, and then the next time that happens, the next time this situation happens, you'll have more information about it, and you'll have a better chance of not making the mistake in the future. So it's good to talk about mistakes and to notice mistakes, because we can learn from those mistakes. Okay, and so, right, so number 3, he made a cake for his daughter. There's no time reference, right? So we assume it's completed. And then number 4, please do your chores now. Please do your chores. So it's an activity. Chores is an activity, so we use do. And number 5, we make a plan, right? So they made a plan together. Okay, so there's no time there. So number 5, there's no time there. So we're gonna assume it's completed. So they made a plan together. All right, good. All right, let's go to number 5. And of course, the object is for you to do it on your own, right? We want you to be able to do it. So the last step is you do it all by yourself. So write one sentence using make. So make a sentence using make. Write one sentence using do. So make a do sentence. And what do you make on the weekend? And what chores do you do every day? So please answer those 4, respond to those 4 sentences there. Good, Helga. I like Helga's sentence. The dentist will make my teeth whiter and healthier. Very good. See your dentist twice a year. Every 6 months, go to the dentist. Okay, good, good, Helga. I did the laundry yesterday. Okay, Nada Zidan. I make an appointment with my okay, now there's no time. You didn't say when. So we're going to put that in the past tense. I made an appointment with the doctor. Okay? Nada zidan. So we don't know when. You don't have a time. So we have to assume it's done. So it is made, not make, made. I made an appointment with the doctor. I did my homework yesterday. Very good. Katie, I do the dishes every day. Me too. I don't like it, but I do it. Okay, good. Nada Zidane. Carlos, I make cabinets in the morning and do invoices at night. Yes, good sentences. Well, that's a good sentence, not sentences, but one sentence using both. Very good. Kadeen, I made a cake last weekend. Okay, so we have a time phrase. It happened in the past, so we're put the verb in the past, made. Oh, Hannah, that's a super sentence. Super duper sentence, Hannah. I feel a little off today, but I need to do the laundry and make dinner before I feel under the weather. Perfect. I love it. Three points there. Maybe 4? So she used the 2 idioms. I feel I feel a little off, but I need to do. She used all of them. Do laundry, make dinner, feel under the weather. Hannah, all 4 points today in one sentence. Amazing. Maria, I made the first phone call to my family on New Year. Good. Julia, I do yoga every day. Helga, I make brewed coffee on the weekend. On the weekend. I make brewed coffee every day. Okay, Nada Zidan, I do my homework. Did. So homework is an action. Okay, Nada Zidan. Now, do is an activity. It's an action. So we say do homework. And you said yesterday, so you need to say I did my homework. Okay, do plus activity, right? Do the dishes, do laundry, right? Do homework. Katie, I agree. Good, Julia. I always make coffee in the morning. Katie, I do my homework in the afternoon. Very good. Okay, I think we're about done here, huh? Great job, everyone. Let's go 2 more minutes let's practice, even though you did all 4. Let's do more. Let's do as many as you can. Let's go 2 minutes. And then we have a quiz on top of the chat. Okay, so let's go 2 more minutes. Let's make sentences using make and do. What do you do every day? What was the 2 questions there? Oh, what do you make on the weekend, and what chores do you do every day? You've already did some, but let's do more practice. Let's do 2 minutes, more writing, 2 more minutes, more writing. And then after that, we have a quiz on top of the chat. There's a white box. In the white box, there's a sentence. In the sentence, there's a missing word. Choose the best word for the sentence, okay? That's in 2 minutes. Let's make sentences. Let's keep doing it. Let's keep doing it. Let's keep making sentences. Right? We use these all the time. We use make and do many times in the day. Yeah? In most of your conversations, there's going to be make and do in your conversations. Yeah? Okay. Here we go. 2 minutes. Let's see your sentences. Oh, okay. Helga has a question. Which is more natural? Unless they exercise, they will be weak. Unless they exercise, they won't be strong. They're kind of the same. I would say, geez, I'm not sure. They're both the same. Just, you're using weak and strong. You're just using the positive and negative. Unless they exercise, they will be weak. Unless they exercise, they won't be strong. So, I usually use exercise with health. You know, like, I would say health is used more often with exercise. Like lift weights to be strong, right? Go to the gym. So to me, if you want to use strength, like weak or strong, I would say use gym. You know, go to the gym. Unless you go to the gym, you will be weak. Unless you go to the gym, you won't be strong, right? But for exercise, I think health has, it's associated more. Like unless they exercise, they won't be healthy. Unless they exercise, they won't, right? So I would use health with exercise and gym or weights with strength. Okay, Maria, I did the laundry on New Year's Eve. Carlos, I did fireworks on New Year's. Okay, Hannah, I do laundry every Friday after work. Very good. Oh, Carlos, I made barbecue last week. Julia, I always do exercise every day. Yes. Okay, nicely done. Okay, that's the worksheet. Oh, we have dictation. I forgot. We're not ready for the quiz yet. I forgot about dictation. Sorry about that. So I jumped the gun. I jumped the gun. I went too fast. We have our dictation. It's a short dictation. It won't take too long. That was the worksheets. We did 2 pages of the worksheets, practicing make and do. Now we'll have more practice with make and do, but we're going to be doing dictation, listening, and writing. Good, Helga. Yeah, I agree, Carlos. Carlos says, great sentences, guys. So everyone did great. And like I always say, we learn from examples. So lots of great examples in the chat to learn from. Okay, we're going to do dictation using make and do. You're going to be listening to 4 sentences. You will listen and write the sentences word for word. That's dictation. Okay, so let's do that now. And it's a video. There it is. And this is what we've been practicing, right? So make with the object and do with an activity. And I have to pull up the sentences. I see the sentences, but you do not, right? You are listening and writing. Okay, so let's do it. Let's do it, right? We use this often. Do you have a pencil? Do you have paper? All right, you'll be listening and writing sentences. Okay, here we go. Let's do it. Now that's an expression, right? Let's do it. Here we go. Dictation. Okay, I'm going to write the sentences 3 times. 3 times. She made a mistake on the test. She made a mistake on the test. She made a mistake on the test. That's number 1. Number 2. He did his best on the test. He did his best on the test. He did his best on the test. Okay, number 3. They made a cake for the party. They made a cake for the party. They made a cake for the party. Okay, number 4. Number 4. We are doing the cleaning now. We are doing the cleaning now. We are doing the cleaning now. Okay, there we go. Those are the 4 sentences. Okay. Of course, we got to check the sentences. Did you get the sentences correct? Did you hear all the words? Did you write down all the words? So now we're going to check, do your sentences match my sentences? Do your sentences match my sentences? So that's what we're going to do. We're going to have a look at the sentences. If you got it right, let us know. Shoot some hearts in the chat. Put an emoji. If you got it right, tell us. Let us know if you got it right. Hey, Costa Magna is in the house. Christina, hello. Good, good. We got more people in the chat. Oh, I see hearts already. Okay, here we go. Number 1. Okay, our first sentence. I'm sorry. She made a mistake on the test. She made a mistake on the test. Does your sentence match my sentence? Does your sentence match my sentence? If you got it right, shoot some hearts. Put an emoji in the chat. Helga is under the weather. Helga got it right. She has a rainy cloud. Carlos has a taco. He got it right. Okay, Nada Zidan got it right. Yes, I see a yes from Nada Zidan. I see hearts shooting in the chat. Katie has a wave. She's waving. She got it right. Maria, there's a check. She got it right. Okay, good job. Let's go. Oh, snow. Okay, Helga. It's not rain, it's snow. There's a snow cloud. Okay, thank you, Helga. Okay. Oh, Julia, pizza. I'm getting hungry. It's almost lunchtime. Okay, here we go. Number 2. Okay, there we go. There's number 2. Oh, Katie got right. She has a happy face. Good job, everyone. Number 2. He did his best on the test. Did you get it right? Does your sentence match my sentence? Did you get it right? Okay, Helga, 2 snow clouds. Helga got it right. Helga is 2 for 2 so far. She got number 1 right, and she got number 2 right. So she put 2 snow clouds. Okay, Maria, 100%. She got it. Carlos, 2 tacos. Carlos got it. Katie, she got it. There's a heart there. Oh, thank you, Marcos. Thank you. I appreciate it, Marcos. Okay, Julia, 2 tacos, or she got pizza. Number 2. Yeah, there's 2 pizzas. Thank you. All right, I want pizza for lunch. Okay, here we go. Number 3. Okay, sentence number 3 is, they made a cake for the party. They made a cake for the party. Does your sentence match my sentence? Thank you, Carlos. Marcos, we are a friendly group here. Welcome. Carlos says welcome. Christina, thumbs up. Okay, Helga, 3 snowy clouds. So far, she got number 1 correct, number 2 correct, and number 3. So she has 3. Christina, thumbs up. Carlos, 3 tacos. Hearts shooting in the chat. Maria, check. All right, Nada Zidan, yes. Katie, there's the waving hand. Katie, there's the heart. Well done. We got 1 more to do. Here we go, number 4. Oh, Julia, 3 pizzas. Okay, Nada Zidan, 100%. Great. Okay, here we go. 1 more. Number 4. Does your sentence match mine? Okay, hold on, Marcos. Hold on. Number 4. We are doing the cleaning now. We are doing the cleaning now. Does your sentence match my sentence? Does your sentence match my sentence? Marcos has a question. Can we say he did his best shot? Yeah, we can say that, right? So he did his best at that thing. Or actually, wait, no, Marcos, we say give it your best shot. Like make an attempt. So he made his best shot. So we say make a shot. You know, like make an attempt, try. So we don't say did his best shot. We say he gave, what did I say? Give your best shot. He gave his best shot. So it is give, not did, give. He gave his best shot. So he tried his best. He gave his best shot. So you would just say he did his best. He gave his best shot. It means the same. He did his best at that thing. But actually, like he gave his best shot, maybe he failed actually, right? So when we use that expression, yeah, he gave his best shot. So that means he failed. So he did not succeed, right? Oh, that's too bad, but he gave his best shot, right? He didn't make it, but he gave his best shot. So he tried, but didn't make it. Okay, good. Good question, Marcos. All right, so everyone got it. I see Helga, she got it. Katie got it. Carlos got it. Christina got it. Maria got it. Katie, Nada Zidan got it. Julia got it. Okay, great job, everyone. So that was our dictation part. So let's put this away. Let's check the box because you did it. So let's check the box. It's done. It's dusted. It's completed. Now we have, thanks, Carlos. Now we have our quiz on top of the chat. On top of the chat, there is a white box. In the white box, there's a sentence. in the sentence. There's a missing word. Choose the best word for the sentence. Alisa, thank you. All right, we have new people in the chat. That is fantastic. Thank you for stopping by. I'll be back on Sunday, this time on Sunday. So I hope to see you on Sunday. I live in Japan, so this is Japan time. So I know Carlos is in Texas. So maybe for Carlos, it's the evening in Texas. So depending on where you live, I live in Japan. I'm here in Japan. So this is Japan time. So I hope to see you on Sunday too. Okay. All right, Marcos. All right, so let's check out the quiz on top of the chat, the white box. Thank you, Carlos, for welcoming everyone. Okay, yeah, so Texas, it's 7 p.m., right? So we started about an hour and a half ago. Okay, good. All right, so here we go. Are you ready for the quiz? All right, the sentence is, when things go wrong, you just have to, your chin up. When things go wrong, you just have to, your chin up. Okay, choose the best word. Is it hold? Is it lift? Is it keep? Is it raise? Does the sentence go like this? When things go wrong, you just have to hold your chin up. When things go wrong, you just have to lift your chin up. When things go wrong, you just have to keep your chin up. When things go wrong, you just have to raise your chin up. Is it hold? Is it lift? Is it keep? Is it raise? Choose the best word. Good luck. Yes, good, everyone. It is keep. That's right. That's the expression. Keep your chin up. That means don't be discouraged. Don't get disappointed. Do your best. Keep trying. So the sentence is, when things go wrong, you just have to keep your chin up. One more time. When things go wrong, you just have to keep your chin up. Don't give up. Don't be discouraged. Keep going. Yeah, Nadazida. That's right. When things go wrong, you just have to keep your chin up, right? Don't give up. Don't be disappointed. Oh, Marcos, Marcos is in Venezuela. Wow, you are... I don't know what to say about Venezuela. But keep your chin up. I hope Venezuela will do better. I'm sure you'll do better now. I'm praying for you. I'm sure things will get better. Keep your chin up. Venezuelans, keep your chin up. It's going to get better. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay, good. Well, like I said, I will be back on Sunday, so I hope to see you on Sunday. All right, we have Australia in the house. Nada Zidan. I've been to Perth. I have been to Perth before. I enjoyed Perth very much. Great people, great city, great beaches. Perth, Australia is very beautiful. Thank you, Helga. Thank you so much. Okay, Carlos, thank you. Okay, so yeah, so we are done today. Thank you for being here with me because, of course, without you, there's no reason for me to be here. So thank you. I always say, smile. When you smile, you feel happy. And so keep smiling, stay healthy, stay safe. Peace and love to you and your family. And if you enjoyed our class today, if you enjoyed those worksheets, go to my Patreon, support me there so I can support you here. Get all the worksheets on my Patreon. I have books at Amazon.com. And of course, you can support me by joining the green team like Carlos. So everything's in the descriptions and I hope to see you soon. I'll be back on Sunday. and on Tuesdays, Thursdays, Sundays. Okay, thanks so much. Let's count down and say goodbye together, shall we? Let's do it. Oh, Costa Magna's in Taipei. Actually, Costa Magna, I'm flying to Los Angeles in February next month, and I'm taking China Airlines, so I go to Taipei and then to Los Angeles. So I'll be in Taipei, just in the airport next month. Okay, thanks everyone. It's time to count down and say goodbye together. And of course, Happy New Year, everyone. Happy New Year. And let's make 2026 the best yet. All right, let's count down and say goodbye. Okay, Carlos. Carlos, come to California. Let's have a taco together in California. Okay, here we go. We're counting down. We're saying goodbye together. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Love and peace to you and your family. Smile. Stay safe. Be healthy. And I will see you very soon. Okay. Thanks so much. Take it easy. Bye. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Carlos, thank you so much. The green team, #1. Thanks.